Today is Wednesday, June 2nd, and here are today's top stories. The Washington Post revealed that over 850 pages of emails from Dr. Anthony Fauci from March and April 2020. And that's when COVID hit and took over the world. The emails was shown that Fauci was friendly and had a working relationship with one of the top Chinese health officials named George Guile. He was checking in on Fauci to make sure he was okay, and he noticed that people were criticizing him. Fauci responded and he said that he was doing well, but some people were crazy in the world. That conversation increased and added to the COVID controversy from where it started, because it was said that it could possibly been started from the Wuhan Institution of Virology lab. Fauci dismissed that theory and said that he's had already analyzed that lab. And it's detected that it's from an animal origin. One of the emails came from a British man named Peter Daszak, who is the president of the global health related nonprofit organization. He was one of the investigators of WHO to investigate how COVID did start in origin. In April 2020, Daszak emailed Fauci and a message that said he was happy that he made it publicly known that it came from a man to bat, or bat to man, excuse me. A few weeks ago, the Wall Street Journal reported that 3 workers from the Wuhan lab became sick and went to the hospital last November 2019. That article said that more people believed that the lab did spread that and that the coronavirus did start there. But now Biden administration said that they're going to do a 90-day review with all the evidence, figuring out where the COVID virus started. A viral video shows a 17-year-old girl run to her back wall and push a mother bear with her 2 baby bears off the wall. She pushed the bear because the bear was swatting her dogs. Her name is Haley Morosino, and she's from, here's a short clip. That was crazy and incredible. She said that the only thing was in her mind was to protect her dogs, and that she was lucky to not get seriously injured. In Volusia County in Florida, there was 2 young children, one boy that was 12 years old and one girl that was 14-year-old, that escaped their juvenile home. and they broke into a house and found a AK-47 and a shotgun. They opened fire on the police a few times over 30 minutes. The deputy said that they did not shoot back until the girl came outside of the garage and told the police that she was going to kill the deputy. She went back into the garage, got the shotgun, came outside, and fired at the police. The police fired back, and the girl is in the hospital, but she's in stable condition. The boy was arrested. The deputies and police station was upset because the juvenile justice were sending children to places that they could not handle. Both children were charged with attempted first-degree murder of a deputy and policeman. Interior Secretary Deb Haaland told the Biden administration to stop and hold all oil drilling leases. And at the Arctic National Wildlife Center that were granted before by the Trump administration to drill. And they said to hold this because they're investigating and review the impact on the environment. The drilling area is remote but full of animals and has the oil reserves 11 billion barrels of oil. The drilling in the Arctic area is a controversy, and many people are talking about it, and they have been for many years. Generally, Republicans are in support of drilling, and Democrats are not. Indigenous people are blocking the drilling in Alaska because it's a human rights issue. China reported that a 41-year-old man was the first human in the world to be infected with H1N1, which is the bird flu. However, the risk of spreading this to other people is very low. China said that the National Health Commission that the man was hospitalized because he had a fever, but this was in last April 28. And later, he was diagnosed with this flu, but a month later, but he's in the hospital, but in stable condition. And all the contacts that were close to him were not sick. This means that the virus is causing birds to become infected and it's jumping into humans. CBS News reports that the last time a human was infected with a bird flu was in 2017 in China with the H7N9 flu. And it killed just over 600 people. On Memorial Day, a 56-year-old man was hiking and fell off a 500-foot summit and passed away. It was at Sequoia National Park. The National Park Services said that the man was with two other people. The first person was a 45-year-old woman who tried to grab the man to save him, but she ended up falling 30 feet, but she survived. The third person was able to use a satellite beacon and was able to call emergency services and 911. A rescue crew was able to save the woman who fell and take her to the hospital, and so she had surgery. The man that fell, his body was found last Tuesday, and he was taken to a funeral home. That's today's top news stories. See you tomorrow, and remember to stay with the light.